I don't think the vision has changed. I think the expectations, there had to be a level set as it relates to expectations. It's a victory that there's a focus on poverty reduction. It's a victory that government is zeroing in and trying to determine how they could best support strategies to support poverty reduction. It's a victory that the community is aligning in ways that it haven't done in the past. It's a victory that we have community voice at the table. It's a victory that we are highlighting issues that we swept under the rug, such as structural racism, trauma, community building. Those are victories from a symbolic sense. So what you saw in the early stages of RMAPI was the symbolism that, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to do it together. And I don't think that has changed. I think what has changed is the belief that this is going to happen overnight, in the belief that this is something that is going to be easy, or the belief that this is something that's not going to require persistence, or the belief that this is something that's going to yield outcomes within the immediate years of its implementation. The expectation was the minute RMAPI came to fruition that we were going to be there was going to be some improvements as it relates to poverty. It's going to take time. The other thing I would say about RMAPI that necessarily didn't change, but it was an opportunity for us to rescope, is the 50% poverty reduction in 15 years. That's an aspirational goal. That's not necessarily a hard goal that can be measured, because there hasn't been any example of any community that's been able to reduce poverty by 50% in 15 years. I don't want to say it's unrealistic. I think what's realistic is if we were to look at benchmark communities across the country, and say, what are communities that were able to exhibit poverty reduction within 10 years? And now we have more recent data. So if we look at Hartford, for example, which was one of the leading communities, they were able to reduce poverty by 10%, let's just say within 10 years. That is monumental. I wouldn't want to set us up for failure to look at 50% as a goal, when in fact a 15 or a 10% reduction in poverty in 15 years would be something that has never happened, and that we underestimate or undermine its achievement because we had the aspirational goal of 50% in 15 years.